you're on.
Got it.
Or recording, do you want to do an intro? Or you want to do that later?
Oh, can they hear us, what we're saying online? I mean, what we're saying over the phone?
Yeah. It's recording video and audio.
That's cool. Okay, well, now we have to start over.
Okay, well, we can just crop this part out, and I'll
crop it out. Don't worry about that. Mm-hmm.
All right. So go for it.
This is Tara Husband from EdgySocialMedia.com interviewing Robert Caruso from Bundlepost, one of the edgiest products that I've seen on the market. I met him over a year ago when he tweeted me. He sent me a tweet saying, "Show me some edge, girl," and I never forgot it. He is a very social CEO. And I've been watching his company grow, and now I'm checking back in to see how Bundlepost is doing, and it is going to be quite the spectacular adventure here. So look inside and see what you can really do with your Twitter and your tweets.
And
Take it away, Robert.
Twitter. Not just Twitter. So Bundlepost is platform independent, Sarah. So you can use all of the functionality of Bundlepost for virtually all social networks. So it works with even MySpace, Facebook, fan pages, personal Facebook, LinkedIn, along with Twitter, and soon, once Hootsuite actually rolls out their G+ functionality, so whatever by default is supported by your Hootsuite account is by default supported with Bundlepost. So what it is, Sarah, is it's a complete back office social content management system for the social media marketer, social media agency, individual brand departments, etc. And really what happened and where it came from is we were a social media agency, and we realized that the business model of being a social media agency doesn't scale really well from a profitability standpoint, especially when you have a commitment to doing social media right. And what we discovered is we spent 80% of our time searching, finding, editing, scheduling, hashtagging, posting relevant, valuable, selfless content for our clients' target market. And we only spent 20% of our time engaging, driving ROI, building relationships, eating and sleeping. And so from a results for our clients, we always got great results, but from a profitability perspective, it was just very, very difficult to maintain a profitable service in-house for us, and because it was so human intensive. And so I designed and spec'd something that we developed in-house initially, but we realized only after about 2 weeks that we had a product here that really anyone in social media marketing needed, and that's what we have today. So jump ahead about 11 and a half months to see what we've got. And the system is built around 5 different sections, plus the actual functionality of managing content. So there's 5 repository sections of the system. One is feed channels, and this allows you to plug in your Google Alerts or RSS channels or feeds right into the system, where we automatically ingest that content as saved as social media posts. From here, you can actually view that piece of content, make sure it's something you want to post, relevant for your audience. This happens to be a Google Alert. It's one of our test ones under basketball. So you can curate, or in other words, editorialize this piece of content and save it. and use it. If it's not something that you want, you can also remove it from that channel. And it becomes a repository of all the content for your clients. Everything is grouped together alphabetically. So you can group all of your clients together and designate what is the subject matter. Is it a Google alert? Is it an RSS channel, etc.? And have everything streaming into one place. We obviously have quite a few different channels coming into the system. So there's that. That cuts about 40% of your time right there. We have a section called My Social Content. You create a folder. There's a sample client one from the demo. You create a folder for that, each one of your clients or each one of your accounts. Name it whatever you want to name it. In this case, we named it Client Restaurant, or shortened for. Inside of there, you can put all of your posts that client has for their social media content. For example, here is our YouTube channel, and you can put a link to their YouTube channel, and you never have to worry about remembering that you've got that piece of social content or remembering to actually infuse it into the stream. So you can have inside of each folder, My Social Content folder for each client, you can have unlimited posts in there that are pre-created and saved. Here's mine. We've got about 100. These are articles about me or the product, various videos, a couple blog posts, links to our Twitter, links to our fan page, etc. You can always come in and
check on Hootsuite and see which ones do the best and delete those and just keep saving the ones that do.
Yep, and you can always come in and edit and freshen it up. So I'm actually inside of here, so I'll make a little edit. Put an ampersand in, okay. So you have complete control. You can always add a URL if there isn't one. The system will limit you to 120 characters of your post, so it always will make sure that there's room for your URL shortened when it is brought into Hootsuite. So it automatically will shorten your links for you and do all of that. Hashtags, we know that hashtags are very, very effective on Twitter. And what we found was we were so busy with managing a client's social media program and their content posts and all of that, and making sure there was always content in the feed and we were always engaging, that we didn't often, always, or consistently hashtag everything. And so our system lets you create a folder for a client. Again, everything's based off of folders and then content in folders. So here's mine. There's my Fondalo and Bundlepost hashtag folder. Inside of it, I can put the keywords, so marketing, that we want the system to find, and the replacement hashtags that we want the system to automatically replace in the text of all of our posts. It works for keywords as well as phrases. So here you've got Google space plus replaced with hashtag G plus. So what will happen, and I'll show you here at the end, it will run through all of the posts that we're getting ready to send out to fan page, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever. And we can call our hashtag folder, and it will automatically find the phrase Google space plus and replace it with hashtag G plus. It'll do that for 50 posts with all of these keywords and phrases in less than a second, and I'll show that to you momentarily. Schedules. Each of your client has a Twitter account, a fan page, a LinkedIn, personal Facebook profile. You just create for each of those. We'll kind of run through mine. Here's my Twitter, Fondalo and Bundlepost. Here's my Twitter schedule. Post at 5 a.m., last post at 10:30 p.m., and roughly every hour. And we've got, here's my personal Facebook.
So what do you think about people that say you shouldn't automatically post?
That you shouldn't schedule posts? Well, I agree.
Right.
You should never automatically post. But if you're not scheduling your posts and you think you're some sort of hero because you get to sit in front of your PC 24/7, I beg to differ with you. You should be scheduling relevant, valuable interesting content for your client's audience all the time. It should be scheduled so that you're consistent and you always have relevant, valuable content in the stream. If you're a purist, hats off to you, but that doesn't make you smart or profitable or effective. Because if your baby's sick and you can't be in front of your PC 24/7, I'm not sure what being a purist is doing for you or your clients. So that would just be, in my opinion, a philosophy thing. If you think you're better than anyone else because you're on a page and copy and paste right then and post it, rather than scheduling that article to post at an appropriate time for your target audience and spread out across the day for your target audience, again, there's a philosophy difference that we have. And if you think being a purist is somehow making you more effective or better or more profitable, I would beg to differ with you. Been there,
okay.
done that.
Mhm.
So,
and I have another question for you.
Sure, go ahead.
On your feed channels, I have heard that many people schedule it about 4 days out. Their RSS feeds, and they put it into a spreadsheet, and they can plan it for about 4 days, and it takes around 20 minutes to get it all organized and upload, and it's pretty simple to do. And then you can just focus on engagement, which takes much less time. Now,
and handle more clients with the same amount of time and human resources.
Right. Now, on your feed channels, though, what if, if you have RSS feeds that come in and you're posting late-breaking information, and, the first to post a feed 4 days out on technology and on some information is 4 days late.
Sure. Yeah, if there's something important, post it right now and do it manually. You should be. But you always want to make sure that there's some relevant, valuable, selfless content in your streams at all times. That frees you up to be able to find that. What's happening right now, what's hot right now, or what's my client doing right now. And posting that real-time stuff, because you're not worrying about the content that's scheduled that is still interesting, relevant, and valuable to the target audience. So yeah, I'll show you that. Let's just do it. So I'm going to export. I can click export right now from any screen. We'll go back and do that again. So any screen has the export now button. Once you've set up these sections, we didn't go over Follow Friday, but it does the same kind of thing as My Social Content for each of your clients' Follow Friday lists. But anywhere in the system, you hit export now. You say which Twitter or which account you want to use. Is it client's Facebook? Is it their Twitter? Is it fan page? What? We'll just use this one, Susie Twitter. And when do you want to start posting? We'll say tomorrow. Now we're in the export table, where we now have access to draw on all of these feed channels here. So we'll go into the basketball one that we opened earlier, and we'll say, okay, I want this one. Here's my curation. Love this post. So we'll grab that one. We'll grab a few of these, and we'll move those over to the export table. You notice we have complete control on what content is going out, and it puts it here, and it's already starting to schedule. So this one is on the 10th, 7:15 a.m., 8:45, based on this schedule. So now we've got 5 from that channel. We can go down to, let's go to a social media one here, social media today. And we can say we only want the latest, newest content that we've never exported before. And you'll notice these are checked. These aren't, because the system keeps track of what you've already used in your feed. So we'll move that over. You notice these are blue-green, and these are pink. So the system is showing you that these are 2 different types of content from 2 different channels. So rather than having to read each one to spread out the different subject matter we have here, we can just drag and drop, and the system will reschedule. So we're spreading out the content. So we're talking about basketball, then we're talking about social media and whatnot. Okay? You can grab content from multiple channels I'll go into this channel and we'll just select all. There's a Google alert of mine that I use. So we've moved all that over. And again, different color. So we would grab and spread this out so that everything is spread out and we're saying what we want to say. We're going to grab up to 50 posts. The system will drop everything after 50. So we know we have enough content in here, but what we always want to do is make sure we're talking about ourselves. So we talked about the My Social Content folder. I'm going to go to Mine, and I'm going to select a couple of my quotes. Here's our fan page. Here's Follow Friday done in 90 seconds. Let's connect on Facebook. Here's a couple articles. So I'm going to grab a few of these and pull those over into the export table. And we'll spread those out again. And last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to call my, since we picked a schedule that we designed for Twitter, Susie Twitter, you might recall. I'm going to hashtag this. So I'm going to call my folder for all my keywords and phrases. And boom, we're hashtagged. So anywhere it says bundle space post, it now says hashtag bundle post. Social space media is now hashtag social media bundle post. We'll go down to some of the basketball content. And anywhere it says basketball, it will now say hashtag b-ball, because my target audience knows what that means and are searching for it. There you go. Used to say basketball, now it says hashtag b-ball. So we've now brought in relevant, valuable content for our target audience for this particular client. We've also brought in additional content, say basketball, because let's say our target audience, some of the additional content they're interested in is basketball. We've also hashtagged all of this content, and we've scheduled all of this content. Last thing we are going to do is bring this file down to our desktop. I have a folder named Demo. We'll call this Edgy. And it's saved. We go into Hootsuite. Instead of typing a post or scheduling a post, we go bulk message uploader. We find that file, Edgy, and we say which account are we going to send it to. Which client's Twitter, Facebook, fan page, personal Facebook, LinkedIn, where do we want it to go? Submit. We've just handled essentially 4 days of relevant, valuable content, scheduled content for our clients' feed, and we've done it in about 20 minutes. So for the next 4 days, we're going to post what's going on right now, what's the news, the breaking stuff that's happening out there, what's new and interesting at our client's restaurant or whatever they do, sharing some photos, maybe the stuff that's going on right now, engage, build relationships, and drive ROI. The key thing about this, Tara, is we can now handle 80% more clients more effectively, better results with the identical staff and resources we have today.
Okay, so what are you doing? I saw a WordPress option.
Oh, inside of Hootsuite. Yeah, Hootsuite supports WordPress. So, yeah, if you wanted to send some scheduled content.
You can do your posting for WordPress inside of.
You can share aggregated content, or you could share my social content, so stuff that you posts that you have created and saved for a client. So short content posts. Our system wasn't specifically designed for WordPress, but Hootsuite does support WordPress, so yes, you could. Have scheduled relevant posts that go out to WordPress, short blurb stuff. You could make a folder, so let's just do it. We can make a folder and say, this would be for Robert's WordPress, so we'll make a folder. And inside of that folder, we could put posts, just a quick post to remind my blog fans that Thursday messaging, chat, whatever it is that you want to post, and then you can stick a URL wherever you wanted that to go. And you could do an export using anybody's schedule. You go into Robert's WordPress, grab that, move it over here, download. So you could have a couple of them. WP. So yeah, you would just use the WordPress instead of Twitter or Facebook or whatever. And off you go.
So then do you create a separate folder when you bulk upload for your Twitter account and for Facebook and your Facebook pages?
No, you would have a different folder for each client, not necessarily a folder for each client's platform. So you could save, unless you wanted to have, some special WordPress stuff. Pro accounts can have unlimited folders, unlimited channels, unlimited hashtags, unlimited schedules, and unlimited Follow Friday folders. So, one thing that we've started doing just recently in watching our analytics, when we have a post that's not something of mine, but it's something that's relevant and we got a ton of traffic, a ton of clicks out of Twitter and fan page and so on a topic that, again, it's not about us, but an example would be true cost of social media marketing makes outsourcing viable. We got a ton of clicks on this, so we decided, hey, let's just create a favorites folder because it's not really our content. So I don't want to put it in the Fondalo or Bundlepost My Social Content folder, but it's content that was really relevant and really resonated with our audience. So we created a faves folder, and we put those posts that just get huge traffic in there, and we can call that into our regular exports to fan page or Twitter. So by having a pro account, you can have unlimited folders. So if you wanted to segregate different content for a client, you could have ABC Restaurant Pics, ABC Restaurant Blog, ABC Restaurant Website, ABC Restaurant Videos if you wanted to. I would suggest, and the best way I have found, is you just have one My Social Content folder for that client, ABC Restaurant, and in it you put all of their proprietary social content posts. But you may, let's say they're in Portland, Oregon, where I'm at, you may find that some of the posts that you've done about Portland really resonated with your client's audience on their fan page or on Twitter or whatever. So you may want to make an ABC Restaurant Favorites folder. Maybe it's the Portland Rose Festival information, but it's not necessarily about your client. So yeah, pro account user, great way to use Bundlepost for additional traffic and engagement and so on. Does that answer you?
Yes. Yeah, it did. Okay, so, and then I also see the YouTube channel. And
so
what are you doing with the YouTube? Mm-hmm.
This is just a link to our YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
So people can, if they want some additional webinars that we've done, if they want to see Follow Friday in 90 seconds, a full hour, 15-minute training for Bundlepost, they're a new user. They want all the training. So it just gets them to our YouTube channel so they can connect with us.
So right now it links to WordPress and it links to pretty much wherever Hootsuite will go to, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these are just our social connection links here. But yeah, Bundlepost, you don't have to OAuth in with any of your clients' social accounts, their Twitter, their Facebook. You don't have to do any of that inside of Bundlepost. Hootsuite manages all of that for you. So this is just before you get into Hootsuite and start doing your engagement. We have some clients, they hate engagement with Hootsuite. So they use Hootsuite just to connect with Bundlepost and bring their scheduled content in, and then they use whatever other platform they want to use for managing their conversations, their client stuff, etc. I mean, all you need is a Hootsuite Pro, which is $5.95 a month, and that's it. So simple.
Well, that's nice, because then, I mean, that's cool. You don't have to fight for all the APIs because you're using something that already exists.
Exactly. Our whole focus was to not build anything that other players already handle well. And, yeah, we don't want to create a social media management tool. There's thousands of them, and people love what they have and don't want something else. What we wanted to fill was that back office solution that nobody had filled, and cover all aspects of content. And there's a ton of stuff that's included in our patent filing that's not yet here. So we're constantly adding stuff. And we'll be announcing end of this month, beginning of next month, something we will call Social Media Business in a Box. And every pro user of Bundlepost will also have access, because we're a social media agency. This is what we do. And we have, I have a lot of templates. I have a lot of training and a lot of very helpful information for social media marketers and agencies that we're going to give our pro account users access to. So if you have a client that wants a window sticker or sign with their social stuff, you'll be able to go into Social Media Business in a Box section of Bundlepost and download PSD, modify it for your client, and boom, you're done. You don't have to worry about developing lots of different things for your clients. If you're unsure about building a strategy for a client, there'll be documents for that, trainings for those things, webinars, things that I teach frequently. All of that will be as a part of your Bundlepost Pro account as well.
Love that. I think that's great.
Cool.
You have been in the business for a long time, and I'm not entirely sure everything that you've done, so I would be very curious about that. So let's go into your different accounts.
Go into our
account. You have a pro account. You have a free account.
Yeah, let's look at that. Okay. So here's the three different types of accounts, and you can access that. Let's say you already have a free Bundlepost account and you want to upgrade. So right here on the dashboard, and you always get to the dashboard by clicking the logo, you just go Plan Details Upgrade. There's three options only. We have a free version, and that's great for the social media enthusiast that isn't really doing any marketing. It essentially gives you one of everything. It gives you one feed channel, one My Social Content, one hashtag, one bulk schedule, and one Follow Friday folder. So it's an entry point, and it's great for we have a lot of free users that aren't doing social media marketing, but they just see the value of being able to do the stuff that they enjoy, which is engaging, but they can still make sure that they have content that's relevant and interesting to some of the folks they connect with. Then we have what we call Expanded. Expanded is great for an internal brand department that's doing their own social media, a smaller brand department, maybe the local restaurant. It gives essentially four of everything. So you can have 4 different schedules for 4 different platforms. So one Twitter, one fan page, one LinkedIn, one etc. It gives you 4 content aggregation feeds. So either 4 Google Alerts, 2 Google Alerts, 2 RSS, etc. So 4 of everything. And then we have Pro, which is for really the real individual social media marketer. And the social media agency, consultant, and larger brands all use Pro. And so you've got free, $50 a month, or $100 a month, and that's it. And Pro is unlimited use. So you could literally have 800 clients with 8,000 feeds and 16,000 different schedules, etc. It's really unlimited. And it's really, really good for those that have multiple social media accounts and are using it for marketing and or a social media agency.
love it. I'm so glad. I saw it a year ago, and I thought it was fantastic, and I'm excited to see that it keeps growing. All right, so to find out more here, they can go to @Bundlepost, right? That's where we can always find you on Twitter, and you are very engaging.
Yep, and my personal, so my main Twitter account is Fondalo, and our company Twitter account is Bundlepost. Our blog, a little plug on our blog, we were just named top 10 finalists for Social Media 2012 Blogs to Watch by Social Media Examiner, and you can find that at
fantastic. Good job. That's so cool.
Thank you so much. So that's our blog. It's bundlepost.wordpress.com. And yes, we are on free WordPress, and I cannot move it now because we did not expect it to be what it became as quickly as it did. And so we're stuck, and you know what? I'm okay with that. We're so heavily indexed now, and we get so much traffic that we can't switch. And you know, a lesson for everyone listening, if you're starting a blog, just go ahead and get the .org self-hosted solution up front, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And as soon as you start getting indexed and you get huge traffic and notoriety, you really are stuck and can't switch. So there's my suggestion for today. And then lastly, our YouTube channel is youtube.com/bundlepost. And boy, I'm happy I engage with everybody. I always respond to every mention on Twitter. Happy to do individual one-on-one demos. And if you connect with me, I can't do this for all of our account executives clients and every client that signs up, because we just have so many now. But I'm happy if we're connected and engaging. I'm happy to actually do the demo one-on-one, and I'll actually do your training one-on-one and kind of help you and guide you and direct you and answer questions about being a social media agency or doing social media marketing. So you get a little consultation at the same time. Happy to do that.
That's fantastic. That's cool. Well, it is. It's been so great to watch it grow. I mean, I love that. It is just exciting, and to hear that about your blog. And are you going down to the conference, the big social media conference, or are you staying home?
Yeah, I'm going to have to stay. I'm a single dad, Tara, and my kids come first. Business will always be there, and events will always be there, but my kids won't. And so I just decided for South by Southwest, I need to stay home and I've got a 3-year-old starting 3 next week, and I've got a 13-year-old daughter and now a 3-year-old son, and I'm a single dad, so it was just really important for me at the time that I would have had to been gone to not be away from my kids, and so they're my priority. So I won't be going. Are you going?
Sweet. No, I have a similar situation too, where
well, there you go.
I have a daughter, and I am staying home with her, and we have a karate competition. And, you know, it's important to her. So, you know, in the world of things, these will always come. So.
Absolutely. And, you know, as we continue to grow and our staff continues to grow, and, you know, we're just really, really blessed, you know, it will be easier for me to get out even more than I'm already doing. And but, you know, business will always be there. I'm going to make sure that my priorities stay where they need to be. Good stuff.
Well, thank you very much, Robert. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. You are definitely a very edgy company, and I have appreciated the relationship over the years.
Oh,
You've taught me a lot.
Well, wow. Well, thank you, Tara. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the opportunity. I'm glad I got to show it to you again. It's always fun to show people what we've got and just kind of watch the draw hit jaw hit the table, and, we're blessed. And I appreciate you and your time and letting me show you.
All right. So go see Bundlepost at bundlepost.com and sign up today.
Thank you.